Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back in the building doing another reaction to the Hip Hop Madness channel, in which they say that the title of this video is NBA Youngboy, the new DMX question mark. Let's see what this video is reaching upon. Let's see.
Well, I see yesterday that you only follow 5 people. Why do you only follow 5 people?
I don't like to see a lot of internet stuff.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, now why don't you like Drake?
I don't like anything about Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't.
See, I be trying to
I don't
tell
like
his
his
face.
face. I don't like the way he walks. Like nothing. I don't like his haircut.
In hip-hop, people's appetite for troubled stars knows no bounds. Over the years, the genre has platformed countless artists who carry the wounds of their past in every step or syllable, making their career fascinating to witness for 2 reasons. Not only do they use their life experience as the clay that they then mold into incredible art, but there's also intrigue in watching how they navigate the world of fame and fortune that their music has afforded them. Born 29 years apart and emerging in different musical eras, DMX and NBA Youngboy are 2 artists who have managed to navigate a similar path to such an extent that they could be considered parallels. But what is it exactly that makes X and Youngboy exude a similar energy? And perhaps more importantly, what can Youngboy learn from the more tragic components of the late Earl Simmons' journey through both the industry and life itself? Let's dig in.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the weirdest comparison to make, because they were like almost opposite, complete opposite. Not in their music, not in their characterization. It's 2 totally different people, completely. And to compare them is just, I don't know. I hate the new generation of rap music where somebody, oh, this person is the new the 2013 2023 version of Ludacris, or this person over here is the new 50 Cent. Like, bro, why can't the artists just be themselves? Why do they need to be? Why do people need to reach in the past and try to compare artists and say that this person is the same as that person back then? Why does somebody have to say, "Oh, he's the new Busta Rhymes"? Nigga, no, no. He's him. He's him. He's an original artist because of this. He's an original artist because of that. He's the best version of him he can be. I don't want to, like, I hate comparisons. And this is the most outlandish comparison I've ever heard. DMX and NBA Youngboy. It's crazy.
Fueled by anger, desire, and an unwavering will, there are striking similarities in the lives of Kentrell Gaulden and Earl Simmons before they rose to fame. For one thing, both men cite their late grandmothers as the guiding forces in their lives. On one of the standout tracks from the Great Depression entitled I Miss You, X sought to communicate with his late relative from beyond the grave. Similarly, NBA Youngboy has made his grandma's presence felt across his catalog, but truly opened up about what her loss represented during one of his early interviews.
Like, my grandma took care of me. My grandma gave me anything I want.
So you was kind of spoiled by your.
How many rappers talk about they relatives that they looked up to, or they passed away relatives that held a parental guidance in their life when they were a child, when they were a teenager, even when they were an adult in a certain point in their life. He's not the only one. So I don't understand that one. I really don't understand that. I don't understand that. But anyways.
Grandma, you would say.
Yeah, my grandma made me feel love. And when she died, I ain't never felt that feeling again. Only time I ever feel love is when I walk on stage.
In the wake of losing their primary caregivers, both men faced trials and tribulations that would land them in group homes. An experience that X documented in his early 2000s autobiography, this is also a crucial part of Youngboy's story. Traumatized by all that he'd experienced, NBA is known to shake in interviews while discussing his past. I used to get beat up inside a group home for no reason, he told Billboard. The other boys would put their hands on me, and I would look up like, why you doing this, bro? What did I do? It made me discover another side of me that I never glorified or liked. I found out how to be the person that you don't want to do that with. Before then, I never understood all the evilness or wrong because I was showered by so much love from this one person. Courtesy of all that they've been through, X and NBA Youngboy attacked the game with an authenticity that's hard to rival. Both possessing distinct sounds and confessional lyrical styles that explore their flawed mind frames and the actions they led to, both men poured themselves into the music. As a result, both men have experienced immense chart success with different projects within the same calendar year, with X's run from It's Dark and Hell is Hot through to Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, arguably setting the blueprint for Youngboy. But more than just the productivity or passion that they approach their music with, both men's psychological state of mind and the lives they've led also meant that they were immune to industry politics.
The industry, if you ain't got a strong mind, the industry will break you down. It's a matter of time. The industry, vultures with nothing to feast on. See me? I'm getting my beast on. The industry, stay in the dirt, play in the dirt, test the wrong one in the industry, and you will get hurt. The industry, wanted, dead or alive, new artists to sell their souls in the way they survive. The industry don't give a about you, but the industry couldn't make a dime without you.
A self-led operation from the outset, DMX's unyielding nature meant that when he wasn't racking up platinum records, he was often going at some of the biggest stars and institutions in the game without a second thought. So much so that even when he left Def Jam, he burned every bridge along the way. I made $144 million in the first year, their best ever, he said at the time of his departure. How much do you think they gave me? Nothing, not even a card. Let's not forget, this is a man who derailed a potential supergroup based upon his personal grievances with Murder Inc., having issues with Ja Rule and Jay-Z respectively over the course of his career and thinking nothing about exposing them, regardless of their superstar status at the time.
I mean, they talk all like they want to. I'm good. I'm good. Ain't even got within 2 feet with a knife. You can't be serious. It's bigger than rap. You know who the I'm talking to. You only alive because of me, mother. Remember Chicago. You seen them 10 trucks parked in front of the mother airport? You'd have got found in the back of one of them mother.
But as much as it made him
I know who you're talking
about
about.
in hip-hop, X's hard-headedness and refusal to play ball led to obstacles that extended beyond the scope of his music. As a result, when Jay-Z took over Def Jam and he had X's career in his hands, X couldn't hide his feelings about what he saw as underhandedness on Jay's part.
I said I had a crazy track record, Def Jam, everything was good. I go to do the 6th album. When he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates just running the building like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened? On vacation and, we don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know? Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition.
By consequence of his unwillingness to sacrifice his own moral code, it could be argued that DMX was too authentic for his own good, and this was something that was even discussed in interviews.
I mean, a lot of people are afraid of honesty. And they're afraid to show who they are. They think it, makes them look weak or whatever. We all have flaws. Anybody who tries to act like they don't, it's full of, well, you know they're full of.
That's why I always say you were so necessary, because you do come with a lot of honesty.
But see, here's the problem. Here's the problem here. NBA Youngboy is like less vocal than DMX. Like DMX was outspoken. DMX wasn't afraid to like speak how he wanted to speak, and he didn't hold his tongue. NBA Youngboy is not really a person who likes to talk a lot, honestly. From just what I've examined, he doesn't really seem like somebody who talks a lot, who gets on the internet so much so, versus DMX, who was outspoken.
Yeah, a lot of truth. Yeah. But a lot of times that has been, the gift and the curse for you.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's always been. I've said that so many times in so many songs over the years, blessed with the curse.
And while this is something X could understand once his run at the top had ended, it's hard to tell whether Youngboy is mindful of the fact that he is burning bridges at a similarly expeditious rate, and often there will be no way back, not least of all by downplaying his peers at every turn.
You listen to Polo G?
No, man. What type of games you playing?
Man, I'm just asking, man. Like Savage, he dope.
No.
You don't listen to nobody.
No.
Baby.
No.
A man who wages war
It's
with
like when Chief Keef first came out. Chief Keef ain't listen to nobody either. I remember there was what interview was that? The Fader? Was it Fader or Pitchfork? Where that man was literally in his backyard, and they were trying to interview him, and he wasn't trying to get interviewed, and all he was doing was listening to his own music on a dirt, and he was just on a dirt bike. That's it. It's just a thing. It's just a thing of artists who be to they self and don't care so much about giving in to like. You know those artists who don't like doing interviews, who just make their music and mind their business. Those are the type of artists I like, actually. To themselves, like Future was like that for a little bit in the beginning of his career. When he would just make music, mind his business. They would ask him for an interview. Nope, I'm not doing an interview. We gonna worry about this music. I'm gonna keep it pushing. You like the music? Cool. You don't like the music? All right. Weekend. That's another one. I always bring this up because they're just artists who just don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to let you into their personal world.
Atlantic to the point that he believes they were blackballing him, NBA Youngboy made his me against the world mentality all too clear on The Industry Part 2 when he called out anyone who supported his nemesis, Lil Durk, and Op.
I don't think I could compete. I think I'd lose. I don't know how to play the game. I just go. Like, I ain't never really been, had no type of structure. I just go. Like, even when it's time to drop, I just pick the songs out and I just go.
Do you want that accolade? You obviously know you've influenced a whole generation.
I just want to be paid. I don't know, but I think this whole music thing, like every aspect of it, like it's all ignorance. I just want to be paid. I don't care about all the extra. I just want to be paid and stay out the way.
A track which saw him take on
What did I
everybody
just
from
say,
Drake
though?
to J. Cole, Lil Yachty, and Young Miami. Youngboy made it clear that he'd air out anyone who crossed him. And much like X, his heart on his sleeve attitude and refusal to let people get close can all be linked back to their upbringing, in which even those they trusted betrayed them. I smoked C at 14 for the first time, given to me by that I idolized. DMX rapped on pain. My love is real, but after that, what I saw in his eyes was a snake, and who I loved was just a disguise. Earl is a person who still holds on to a lot of things he suffered in the past as a child. His ex-manager, Nakia Walker, said, he holds on to things. Instead of talking about things and releasing, he expresses himself through his music. Where X learned to see treachery around every corner, Youngboy saw the evil deeds of men play out before him in Baton Rouge. I swear I'm traumatized, caught in that fire, he once rapped. A lot of bullets flying, whole lot of people dying. Courtesy of those formative experiences, NBA Youngboy has a natural wariness of people.
I'm terrified of people. I am very scared of people, like on my kids, and I'm very shy. But I never knew why. Once I walk on the stage, I could get it done and leave. People are cruel. It's like, you can't.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you and just tell you that if y'all believe that this nigga is shy, you're full of, you know what, just like the people that forced him to say whatever he said here. I think Atlantic was like running a promotion and got him to do this. I don't think NBA Youngboy is really shy like that. I think he's an introvert. I think he's a homebody type of nigga. I don't think he's shy. There's a difference between being shy and being introverted. When you're introverted, you don't like to go nowhere. You don't like to be around people. Versus being shy, you're afraid to talk. Being introverted doesn't mean you're afraid to talk. It just means you just don't like being around people. It's two different things. And I don't believe for one second that he's really shy like that. I don't really think he's shy like that. I just think he's an introvert.
Can't control ourselves.
Where DMX once defined his life as nothing but a recurring process of jail, streets, and speaking for the people, Youngboy's life has left him wary of other people to the point that he left J. Cole sitting in a studio for 8 hours, in the process destroying what anyone else would see as a golden opportunity. But due to how he's lived, Youngboy simply couldn't face it in the state of mind that he was in.
Man, they lied. They say I ain't want to go to the studio with them. I know who told somebody that too, though, because it was only a few people who knew about that, and that wasn't even the case. I was mad at the moment. I was going through something. So what the I'm gonna go in this main studio session for a meet up with him, knowing that I ain't in the mode to talk or in the mode that, you know, around. What the I'm gonna go around this man for if I know I ain't in a mood to talk to nobody or sit there or just even be around somebody?
While X's drug use spiraled out of control to the point that he was in and out of rehab or jail and regularly missed shows, Youngboy has been turning down tours to the tune of $15 million. In turn, potentially squandering the chance for generational wealth creation while on top that he may regret in years to come, much like X did. But although it's not known whether their paths ever crossed or if DMX recognized that same self-destructive streak in Youngboy, we do know that X was an admirer of his and had been captured on camera dancing to Youngboy alongside his kid. But as we all know by now, unfortunately, a lifetime of hard living meant that X's journey was cut short, and for some, it was only in the wake of his death that the depths of his contributions to hip-hop were put into perspective. Not to mention the fact that he never lost an ounce of his integrity along the way. But where X's life reached a heartening, premature end, the 23-year-old Youngboy still has endless potential that is exhibited for all to see. And as one of his mentors
Well, y'all, that's the end of the video. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And I'm out this piece, man.